Hello and welcome to another episode of Pony 411. This is episode 169 for the week of January 29th. I am Alca7raz and with me is Nemesis.
Hey there.
Yep, we got another episode. This is going to be a little bit different, but not entirely if you've been a listener for a while.
We did this before.
We've done this somewhat the same, a little bit different, but we've done this before a while back. But this episode, as usual, we've got some news to talk about, but we're actually going to go and just do one dedicated to fan content again. We're going to go through some music from back in the old days.
Gross.
Yes, not just back in the old days, but mostly. So yeah, we're going to do a little bit of that, and I guess we got some fanfics to talk about too. Other than that, let's get started in the news. If you'd like to follow along, you can find our show notes at pony411.libsyn.com/shownotes. So go there, click the link for this episode, and let's just get started. In convention news, Winnie City PonyCon has announced Rebecca Choiquette along with Ian and Claire Corlett.
Whoa.
Yep, we're going to be there. Also, Everfree Northwest has announced Tim Stubbe and Denny Liu.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Animation directors.
Show directors, too.
That too.
But, you know, it's an anime. The show is an animation, so.
The animes.
Into fandom news, the Brony Thank You Fund has released their 2018 calendar. So if you get those, it's out.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a neat animation about Luna called Spare is out. It's a nice song. It's like not really a PMV, but yeah.
Spare change?
No. But it's neat. It's
Spare
good.
tire?
Go watch it. Two Snacks has put out another update video.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Yes.
Yeah, so after this last video, he was talking about what characters he wanted to put as Wooly and Liam, and he's decided after much
Deliberation.
and deliberation, he's decided to keep Wooly as Chrysalis, but Wooly's also going to, Chrysalis is going to disguise as Cadence, and Liam is going to be Twilight, but Twilight's also going to be characters that Tara Strong plays in video games.
Yes.
He's going to use two Twilights, and he's going to use two different Twilights.
Yes, because there are two different Twilights now in canon.
Yeah, although I'm still kind of disappointed that Twilight's going to be Liam, because Liam is Dwarf's best friend, but...
Aww.
Yeah, his reasoning for Wooly was pretty much the reasoning I was saying last time. Basically, the lore.
Yeah. If you know.
Wooly. The Wooly hole. Chrysalis just looks like something that crawled out of the Wooly hole.
Wow. So yeah, that's a thing. A demo for an RPG called Daydreaming Derpy is out. So if that sounds interesting, go check out the site in the show notes that you should be reading. Read more about that. It's built on RPG Maker.
Ah!
Yep. So go check it out. Gardens of Equestria has released a bunch of info, and I'm not going to go through it all here. There's too much.
There's a blog post you could read.
Yes, with the link in the show notes that I just told you to go check out.
They're important.
They are, because among the info is the opening cinematic for the game, for one, and also updates to the release schedule. Instead of coming out all at once in one big shot, they're decided to release it in episodic, so they can actually start getting things out. Yeah. Otherwise, it would take like 2 years plus before they're done.
That's kind of bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, the opening cinematic's pretty interesting.
It gives an explanation for what's going on.
Voice acting's passable.
Passable, yeah, that's what I would say. It's decent. It works. It works.
There's some stuff I would have done a little different, but I'm not the one working on it. So.
Yeah. I think everyone can say there's something they do differently. But yes, into merchandise news. K'NEX has officially announced their line of pony toys under the Tinker Toy brand. It's a thing. It looks interesting.
K'NEX.
So, Tinker Toys. I remember when those were made out of wood.
Yeah.
I had a bunch.
Yeah. I had some too, except, well, by the time my parents bought them, they were plastic. But
yeah, I was given some old wood ones.
Yep.
Don't make those anymore.
Nope.
You get splinters.
Splinters.
Them and Lincoln Logs.
I had Lincoln Logs, though.
Lincoln Logs are great. Couldn't do much with them, but they're still great.
But you could build houses.
And that's it.
And then you could drive your toy trucks through them.
Yes! All the houses look the same because you could only had so many things you could...
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. They were still fun. But yes, K'NEX, Tinker Toys, and ponies together. Finally, I guess. The whole lineup for the Rarity-themed FIM collection series has been revealed.
Yes, all of them.
And apparently there's a DJ Pone 3.
Yeah, because she was in...
Yes.
She first appeared in the Suited for Success. Was that? Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. But yes, I've got to get myself... I got to get that one at least. That one looks cool. And it's different. It's not a repaint of an existing mold or whatnot. Hallmark's itty bitty plush pony line has been released.
Yeah.
Yep. They're kind of cute. They're little.
They're little plushies.
They're itty bitty.
Hence the name.
Yes. They're kind of cute.
Coincidentally, they're also doing Transformers ones.
Yes. I might have to get myself a Dash one. Apparently in store and online. So, check it out. Ruby's has announced a new line of pony costumes for dogs.
Good job, Pupper.
Yes, you can now dress up your dog as a pony. I guess, if you want.
Dogs are the best.
It's kind of interesting they didn't use, like, Littlest Pet Shop instead.
Well, Littlest Pet Shop is over.
But still, it would have made more sense.
What's more popular?
This is true. Target is now listing Daring Do and Applejack Guardians of Harmony figures.
Excuse you, Daring Do Dazzle.
Yeah, I'm pretty. It's not the first time Dazzle's been added to her name.
That's their automatic trademark thing.
Yeah, I'll put that on there. But yes, Daring Do Dazzle.
Fanfics, ahoy!
Yes, definitely gonna have to get both of those.
Yeah,
they look pretty good.
Yeah,
Applejack has a hat
and a lasso, like I said.
But Applejack has her hat.
I told you about that hat, bro.
Yes. Daring Do actually has a whole bunch of accessories, including a sapphire stone.
It's pretty clearly based on the first appearance in the show of Daring Do.
Well, yeah, I mean, it has the stone.
Stone and the...
And apparently
And she even has the bandaged wing on her figure.
Yeah, and yes, that's actually the first closed wing Pegasus that we have as well. I think her whip does stuff, too. I think there's some actual...
It wouldn't surprise me.
Action there, not just posability. I think there's some action to it as well. Those Polish storybooks from a while back now have a Rainbow Dash themed one as well.
Mm-hmm. And we can't read Polish.
We can't read Polish, but apparently it has something to do with Donkeyville.
Donkey.
No. Not Shrek. I was trying not to peel that layer off.
Then you shouldn't have stepped into the swamp.
God.
Hey now!
I was trying to find an all-star reference I could make when I decided against it. No. Damn it.
Somebody once told you, huh?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
World isn't going to roll me. Anyway.
Right.
Hachette has listed a handful of new books, all based around the upcoming MLP movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Picture books, chapter books, etc., etc.
Sticker books, bunch of things. So if that's your thing, stickers. Yeah. Riverhorse has released another update about their upcoming pen and paper RPG, Tales of Equestria, revealing some supplemental items you can purchase for the game. Also, it's available for pre-order.
In the UK and the US.
Yep. I believe Barnes & Noble has it here in the US. I forgot who has it in UK.
I don't remember, but Barnes & Noble, it's the book only, none of the accessories.
Yeah, book only. The accessories I think will come later, but there's a few of them in there.
Who was it? Shop4world.com has it in the UK, whoever the heck they are. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't live in the UK. Looks like we're going to get 2 MLP books from Little Golden Books.
Gasp.
Yes, and one of them is about the movie.
Double gasp.
Yep. Although Golden Books has done this before. Big Golden Book about, I think it was Star Wars that they did. So
yeah,
it's like a condensed version of the movie. But yes, ponies. So instead of making a reference to Little Golden Books with an IDW comic, now they're going to be licensing ponies.
Yeah, and if I recall, this release schedule means the details of the movie are going to be out before the movie is.
Oops.
Again.
Yep. So, future spoiler alert, apparently. Be wary. A sequel of sorts to the Elements of Harmony guidebook that came out a while back has been announced.
And it's available for pre-order.
Yes, and it's available for pre-order, though there's no image up yet of the cover.
Coming out on June 6th for $12.
I believe it covers seasons 4 through 6.
Yep, that's pretty much what it is. It's volume 2.
Yep.
Which makes sense, because, I mean, the first one only covers the first 3 seasons. There's been a lot more since then.
Yeah. Into comic news, Coast to Coast Comic Con will have an exclusive cover variant of comic issue number 51.
But they haven't shown it yet.
They have not shown it yet. When that event happens, it's an interesting event too.
Mm-hmm.
It'll show up, I guess. Equestria Daily has an extended preview of issue number 50. And the April IDW solicitations are out, so we have a couple more synopses. This time around, we have the synopsis for issue number 53. It is, with the other ponies trapped, it will be up to Twilight Sparkle to uncover the secret agenda of Shadowlock and to put an end to his plan once and for all.
Holy cow, Twilight Sparkle focus.
Haven't had one of those in a while.
Finally, God.
We also have the Omnibus Volume 2, which covers issues number 13 and 24, and has that cover that we talked about a while back. That's the Meatloaf reference.
Not Meatloaf, it's Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Right.
Just happens
Not
to be
Meatloaf.
part of it.
Meatloaf. I was thinking because Dash is Meatloaf in that cover.
That's all he cares about.
I think it's hilarious. But yeah, Rocky Horror Picture Show reference. Oh, also we have a new series.
Guess.
That's kind of important. Yes, it's called Legends of Magic, and it will be replacing the Friends Forever line.
Oh no.
Yes. We have a description for it and its first issue. It is as follows. The origins of Cutie Marks, friendships, and magic and more are available in this new opening series devoted to revealing the secret history of Equestria. In this opening story arc, we travel back in time to uncover the secrets of Star Swirl the Bearded and his magical friends.
He doesn't have any friends.
Aww.
That was kind of the point.
Yeah, that was kind of the point.
So I guess it's non-canon.
I guess,
Oh,
unless
well.
they do something else. I don't know. Maybe focus on the fact
the big
that
thing here is that Friends Forever is going to be ending, which means
Yes.
he'll be ending on issue 38, which is the Celestia Luna issue.
Ah, interesting.
So they're once again ending on Luna.
Ending on Luna.
That's what they did with the micro series.
Yeah.
And apparently they're citing more or less lagging sales.
Yeah.
Friends Forever is not selling as well as the main series, which is weird because I've noticed that a lot of people say that the Friends Forever issues tend to be overall better than the main series issues. Of course, it helps if you actually buy them. What do you know?
Yeah, instead of like pirating them or whatnot, or just
Turns out a lot of people criticizing them are people who don't actually buy them. Gee, I wonder why they stopped making it then.
Yes, if you wanted to continue, you need to actually support it.
Please support the official release.
Yes. Moving on to our last little bit of news. Chris Wyatt will not be returning for season 7. He's busy.
No.
Also, neither will Jennifer Skelly, who wrote Buckball season.
Yeah, her lone episode.
Lone episode. Apparently, she's not going to be writing anymore for season 7. Maybe season 8. She doesn't
If
know.
there is a season 8.
If there is, and if they have her on. I think she
Don't say
says
that's confirmation for season 8.
I think she says holding out for season 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
So maybe if there is kind of a
If
thing.
there is. If there is, it'll be post-movie.
Yes.
That's coming out.
Yeah. That is coming up soon. That's definitely going to be pretty fun. But yes, that is the news.
We're done.
And this is where we'd put a discussion of a comic if we had one.
Timmy Turner's dad.gif.
Yes, if we had one. But no. That one's going to get pushed off for a couple more weeks.
Thanks, DHL.
And somehow I'm not too saddened about this.
Well, you still have to deal with it.
Yes, but I'll have to deal with it later. That's future me's problem. Anyway.
Eventually, future you will become present you.
Yes, but future me will have some time to prepare.
It'll never be enough.
No, it won't. I'll still be saddened. Anyway, we're actually going to do something else. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, we did a thing where we called Fan Content Unleashed, and
In fact, it was over 100 episodes ago.
It really has been that long. When was that?
18th of August 2014.
Oh, wow, it's been a while.
Yeah, over 2 years. 2.5 years.
Yes, basically, instead of our normal, where we go through and find a couple songs maybe a fanfic or two that happened the last 2 weeks, we go back
And do whatever the heck we want.
We find anything. Stuff that's, ancient or maybe new, stuff that we haven't had a chance to feature and that we really wanted to, and we dedicate a whole episode to doing so. So we're going to do that again. Instead of finding 10 songs each like we did last time, because that was insane.
No.
Each of us went back through our memories and libraries, and we picked 5 songs each.
5 songs.
5 songs per person that we liked and we wanted to give a shout out to, regardless of how old they were or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're going to do. So I guess
the only requirement is we have to be able to listen to it still either on demand or download on the internet.
Yes, it still has to be somewhat available. Even if some might be a little bit more difficult than others.
Don't worry, we have a way to get to them all.
Yes. So I guess I'll start out with it. And I will pick my first song as Jackalap's Giggle at the Ghostly. This song always makes me nostalgic. It's got a lot of personal meaning to me. It reminds me of the times where I would just sit back and just listen to it, or times when I'm stuck at family when I don't want to be there, so I just kind of find a chair and put my earbuds in and just drown everything out. And it's a really good song to do that with. It's like I've mentioned a few times featuring songs before in the past, we've got this feeling of upbeat. It's upbeat, but it's also not upbeat. It's got this calmness to it as well. We've had a few of them like that, but I think this one for me was the first one that really hit that. It's just really good like that. So it's got some emotion to it. It's got a lot of personal meaning to me. And one of the other parts I really like is in the ending where it's got 2 vocal parts that are overlaid onto each other. I think Jackalap did a really good job with that.
Yeah, I know. I've heard this song a lot between you and Ponyville FM and whatnot. I've heard this song several times, like randomly. It's like, so I was like, oh, I know this song.
It's an old one. This is, I think, the oldest out of all of our selection. When it came out May 2011, it was posted to YouTube. Mm-hmm. So it's an old one. It's a classic.
Mm-hmm. It's got a very light and airy feeling to it throughout.
Yeah.
It's kind of impressive that Jackalap was able to take a very, very short song and stretch it out like this without making it feel like it's very long.
Yep.
Because that's a problem you can run into with this sort of song or that sort of song when trying to remix is, oh, hey.
You start repeating yourself and stretching out, and it really feels like it's just dragging on.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this one doesn't. It's very well done.
Mm-hmm. Now, my first song here is, Nightmare Night by A Wooden Toaster and Mike the Microphone, and most of you probably are aware of this song.
Cause no reason to scream, your favorite princess is back. She's walking up on the scene. She has been stuck on the moon, but that's no reason to fret. She's not a nightmare no more, so buckle down and get set. She's coming gracing the subject, she ain't leaving no choice. She's gonna blow you all back with her equestrian voice. So cover all of your fears and stow away all your fright. The Lunar Princess is back to bring the nightmares tonight. Living in the past, so you won't last without the proper care. The royal farewell and an animate spell, you won't have long to prepare.
This is a very old song. This is October of 2011. This actually came out on Halloween Day. It's a really old song. Yeah, it's a kind of a classic in of itself. It's obviously a Halloween song, Nightmare Night, but yeah, it's kind of that. It's a kind of a staple of the fandom in of itself too.
It is. It has become a lot of the stuff that Wooden Toaster or Glaze, as he's also known as, and Mike the Mike have done. These are like, the original, the OG artists, as people like to call them. It's stuff that everyone knows, everyone's heard, but they are our classics.
Yeah, I remember Lunar Eclipse aired and we all liked it, and then this song came out. I remember I think they teased it a little bit, and then this came out. I was like, wow.
Yeah,
because I think they're teasing they're doing a collab, and then bam. just dropped, and it was a pretty awesome song. I remember fanboying out over it, I guess.
Yeah.
When it came out with some friends of mine. Yeah, it's one of the highlights of it, though, is the piano intro, right? Is a big highlight of the song. It's a really well done, because the piano kind of disappears after that, but
Yeah.
Vocally, Mike does a great job with because it flows super well.
Mike has always been great with
vocals. It's just because there's no real, like, a lot of songs in the fandom have this problem of word salad.
Yeah.
And this song just flows smooth.
Yeah, Mike was really good with it. He does rap stuff, except it's more hip hoppy rap. But he does that really good wordplay and word flow, and he's just really good at it.
And the thing about the song is also nails the atmosphere they're going for, the spooky, darker Halloween stuff.
Yep,
it nails it between the piano, the instrumentation throughout the song, the way he sings or raps. All of it just comes together, and it works perfectly. In the lyrics, of course, they all just kind of boom.
Yep. Next up, I have Lucien Musique's, or LM, as he goes by for his pony stuff, Harmony. Harmony, not harmony. Just drop the H. This song, it's got this feeling of finality to it. This feel to it. I really like it. I like the emotion that I get with it. It's got this uplifting and calm joyfulness feel that it gives me. It's a bit more than some of the other ones in this list, and there's no words or lyrics in it. But when I listen to it, it gives me this. It's this image of. I kind of want to say, like, a weight has been lifted and you see your friends waiting with their arms open. That's the kind of emotion and feel that it gives me, and I really do like that. It also does sort of like the first one, that calm and upbeat paradox thing, like the other ones, though not to the heavy degree of Giggle at the Ghostly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do really like it for that.
Yeah. This song, I've heard, again, this is another song I've heard a lot. I think I've heard a couple DJs again use it at some point during their mixes on PVFM. So there's that, and I think I've heard it in your car once or twice. Not that often, actually. Not probably I think like once or twice. But this is the one I associate. I could have sworn someone else was playing. But yeah, it's a light, fast-paced song. Light and fast-paced, which is weird. So it's like, I'm trying to think of a way to describe it. Yeah.
Yeah,
light and fast-paced.
Yeah,
it doesn't hit hard. It's like that's silently sprinting through a forest. Very light, but also very fast.
Yeah,
and barefoot, I guess. Like, yeah, but you're not making a lot of noise when you're doing it. I don't know. I got a very specific image in my head now. I don't know why.
Yeah,
but it's nice, but I don't know. For me, it's just kind of it's nice. It's nice. Exactly. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just. I don't know, it doesn't push the right buttons.
Yeah.
For me, it's just kind of, it's okay, but nothing to me just like really is big about it. And my next one is kind of similar to my last one in theming, I guess. It's sort of. Pegasus, device by Sliff Storm. You don't even deserve those wings you bear. When you stand beside a legend, you don't even compare. All of the failures of the fuel success and the bloody and visceral when the game of chess. And just because you're disappointed, you'll pay the price. Now accept your fate and die in the Pegasus device. Yeah, this is this song is. I heard it randomly on PVFM. Hey, what do you know? This is going to come up a lot.
Yes,
I heard it randomly on PVFM one day. I was like, oh, what is this? I like this. Oh, okay. So I went and found it and downloaded it and everything. I really like it. And there's one very specific reason I like it. 80s synth with a dark tone. And I love that sort of stuff. 80s synth is like my thing. That's why I like the Hotline Miami soundtrack so much. 80s synth, that's it. You got me right there. On top of that, I also like how the vocal effects are done throughout the song. The electronic effect on it. I like that how that's been done. And yeah, it's just that's just kind of one of those things. It's also very dark thematically because of the Pegasus device. It's related to Rainbow Factory and all that stuff, all that nonsense. The Rainbow Factory dark, but it's just kind of the thing. I will say there was one little weird little thing. The lyrics at the end are a little awkward because he ended lines with purple and orange. You don't do that.
Wait, maybe he did it on purpose, right? Trying to end the lines with 2 words that you can't rhyme with.
Yeah, it's 2 words. The lines are, my main is purple, my code is orange. What I've become, I have no idea. And it's the song feels like a stutters right there. But other than that, I think it's actually a really lot of fun. And I know you have a little problem just because of thematic what it is.
How about you let me describe this one? So let's start off with some of the better things. Like I do think that musically the song is fine. I think it works. I think a couple points it almost feels as though that the sampling system they're using was a little bit cheaper, I guess, using cheaper or free samples, but that doesn't really detract from things. But you mentioned the feel, the electronic feel of things, and I do think that really worked. It has the sort of rough electronic feel, and also on the vocals, it's like it's a vocoder, basically, is what they did.
Yeah.
They used a vocoder on the vocals to make it match, and it gives it that industrial feel, which fits the theme. And yeah, it's the whole
Rainbow Factory,
along with Awoken and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But that's where my detractor comes in. Rainbow Factory I can give a pass to because it's not actually specific on anything.
Yeah.
And it is actually the source. The fic that was written and everything that came was actually based off the song Rainbow Factory, which didn't actually mention any particular things. But yeah,
this one is clearly about Scootaloo.
when it's clearly about bad things happening to Scootaloo. That hurts it for me just overall. Yeah. I can't say the music is bad because of it, but I just don't like those images coming into my head. And you said it's thematically similar to Nightmare Night.
It was a Halloween song.
Yes, it's a Halloween song.
It was literally released on October 31st, 2014. Or was it 2013? Either way, it was released on Halloween. Yes. The guy made it specifically as a Halloween thing.
Yes, but Nightmare Night's dark-ish, but this one's straight up grimdark.
Oh, I just like this one. It's just 80 cents just catches me. It's like, that's it, you got me.
Yeah, like I said, the music's great. As far as that goes, I just can't get over the thematic part myself, and that's just a personal thing. Other people are fine with it, whatever. Just not me. Let's cheer things up though. My next one.
Lame.
Yeah, not lame. It's fun. Anyway, the next one I have is Aftermath's Prismatic. This one is nice and upbeat for the most part, and I really love how it works. It's nice and bouncy, and I love the vocal chopping. It just works. Of using the vocal chops as an instrument, it's a great way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I do like how it doesn't stay that way. It's got the breakdown. The break-in halfway through it, where it just drops down goes to Dash's "Why am I all alone?" phase. I do like that. It kind of adds to it and isn't just all the same thing. It breaks things up. Doesn't keep it boring. And yes, I know it's Dash. I'm trash.
Yeah, I saw a song titled, "Gee, I wonder who this is about."
Hey, you do it all the time with your fanfics.
Exactly.
I don't get that many options to do it with songs. Give me this. But yeah.
Never, no quarter.
And I know one part you're going to mention that right in the opening is actually part of
Rainbow Dash always dresses in style.
But one of my favorite parts, I think, is right at the end of that, Pinkie's "Woo!" I love it. It just fits perfectly.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it's just perfect.
I heard that line. I went, he wants to feature this?
Yes, it works, though. It really, even the song, it's like, yes, it's G3.5 Rainbow Dash line.
The best
whatever.
Rainbow Dash.
No, it's the worst Rainbow. But somehow, Aftermath made it work. It's just great. I love it. And I love that woo at the end.
Yeah, yes, I will admit this song is a lot of fun to listen to, and it does use, it's really good with the vocal splicing to do its thing. So, yeah, it's fun. That's what I got about it. So, my next thing is This Day Aria, I hope this is right, Core W remix by, Core W. Yeah, a name which I keep transposing in my head as Crow because that's what your brain does.
Yep.
Alas. This is another one I heard on PVFM. Ooh, what is this? I like it. Wait, this is This Day Aria? Awesome. So at the time, this was basically only the second good remix I've ever heard of This Day Aria. The first being Simgrantina's from a little bit before this. And wow. So I just say that, wow.
Yeah.
Right now, even the YouTube video is a wow. Yeah, I've always said that this Day Aria doesn't lend itself well to remixing, and this is one of three I think are good. Simgratine is this one, and oddly enough, the official remix. But it's a very, very driving song. Like, just boom, we're going. Yep. You can't. So it's one of those be careful listening to it in a car type songs.
It's like putting on Eurobeat.
Exactly. Or what was the song? The Golden Earring song.
The what?
Radar Love.
Radar
Love on. Oh God.
Oh, there's a ton of songs. Just,
yeah.
You gotta be careful with.
The string part. There's a whole string thing throughout the whole song. Starts off with just strings and cadence, or actually, might be Chrysalis. We don't know for sure.
We don't know.
But yeah, it starts off with the strings and just that, and then the beat drops and just boom, and then it's there's a lot of cool stuff. There's also some really cool stuff towards the end of the song with the vocals, which I really also love. Doing the way high pitched stuff, I think is really cool sounding. I think this is just really fun song to listen to overall. Just boom.
Yeah, I'll basically mirror everything you said on that. It is really fun. I love how upbeat it is and fast it is. And they were able to take a song that, like you said, doesn't lend itself well to remixing that often and made it work. They were able to rearrange and rechop things and put things where it needs to be in order to make it original, make it their own, while also making it work. And yeah, the strings. Holy crap, the strings are amazing. I absolutely love the strings. So yeah, good song.
Amazing. Only the problem with it is it's kind of difficult to get a good copy of it.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to find a good copy.
It's possible. It's just you can at least listen to it on YouTube, and it's even watch the video. I did say that too.
Yes, good After Effects use. Probably After Effects.
Yeah, probably.
So yes, next one I have is Fuzog's Find a Pet. Candy remix, yes. Woohoo! Let's go. This is a super happy fun time.
Gee, I wonder why. It's not
Fuzogs.
like Fuzogs is known for that or anything.
Yes, but it'll go a little bit back. This was like really super happy fun times. Really bouncy, really fast. It's just fun. And like the last song, this is also a song that does not lend itself well to remixing, and Fuzogs did it really well. He was able to rearrange things and cut things up so it doesn't sound anything like the original, made it very much his own, using, vocal chopping in order to fill in those gaps that the original song would have. Still follows the original fairly well, but it's just really, really well done, I think.
Yep. Fuzog so fast, happy.
Yep. Super happy fun times.
Yeah, I remember. I don't remember a whole lot of remixes. Period for this song.
The same. Yeah. It's the same thing with This Day Aria. It's
just... I remember finding one that was passable, but this one is like really actually good.
Yeah.
And I also particularly this one, the instrumentation on this one is actually really good too.
It is.
It's hard to describe, but when you hear it, you'll see what I mean. It's really good stuff. So this next song is a classic, and a lot of people are probably well aware of it. Oh
yes, if you haven't heard this next one, you've been under a rock,
or you're brand new to the fandom.
You're brand new to the fandom.
It's Sunshine and Celery Stalks by Pinkie Pie Swear. Really old Applejack song. Taking a lot of Applejack lines from the show and putting them together in a very, very, very happy, silly song.
Yes.
Apples.
Yes.
Apples.
Yeah, Pinkie Pie Swear. I don't know what happened to them. They disappeared a while back, but this was their standard style, the whole vocal chopping and stuff like that.
Yeah, this is a particularly well done example of it. It's just sometimes you actually, when you listen, you forget that a large chunk of said vocals are all parts of Winter Wrap Up.
Yeah,
they're like a lot of it is lifted straight from Winter Wrap. You forget that because he did so much work with it.
Yep.
And it's just a really happy song. You can't help but smile a little bit when it comes on.
Yeah, you have to. It's
hint.
Yep.
Applejack.
Well, it was either that one or his Flutter Wonder, which is also another good one.
Well, this is one of my library songs.
Yep. That brings me to my fifth song, and I have picked Nameless Warning's VIP remix of Dashi. Again, I love the heavy and the deep emotion that this one has. It just feels that. It opens up with this piano that just drips emotion to me. I think it feels
it's all over the floor.
Yeah, you have to clean it up. But where's this emotion coming from? Oh, right, my eyes. But yeah, it starts off with this sad and somber and builds up to this almost bittersweet tone. It gets a little bit happy, but keeps it bittersweet.
That's the thing is, when I saw the name, I was like, oh, and when I listened to it, this is a lot more somber than I was expecting from that.
You're gonna glare at me, but yes. Continuing on, I love how it builds up. It starts off with a slow piano only, and then builds into this and adds in the electronics later on. I absolutely love though the break and drop when it finally fully switches over. It drops to the small piano and then hits its drop. It does that I think twice in the song. But yeah, I love how it works. I love the emotion to it. It's deep. And
there's about halfway through the song, there's actually a tonal shift in the song. Yep. There's the whole song is tonally just changes.
Yes, it kind of has this short build, this sweeping build, and then drops to a piano, and then hits the main drop.
Yeah, and
I love that.
Pretty cool.
It works so well.
So it's for me, it's Man Name, great song.
Man Name, and the reason why you're gonna glare at me, and the reason why this emotion is there, Dashi, add My Little to beginning.
Of course.
That's the source, and now it all makes sense.
Of course.
That's why I'm trash.
Song ruined.
But that's why
it's
the
garbage.
Emotion comes from.
Song ruined. It's garbage now.
Nope. It's great. It's a very well done song, though.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm not going to say Pegasus Device is a bad song.
Because I'm being serious.
Anyway, you have one more. What is it?
Oh, yeah, one last one. And this one is We the Beasts by Kyogre. This song is a thing. This song, I first actually heard it in his car, and I had to ask, what is this? I need to know.
Yep.
What's the name? Give it to me right now. I need to know.
I remember
and,
that.
yeah, this song it's 3 words: dark, heavy, and driving.
Yep.
This is not a happy song.
No, but it's not it's not sad either.
It's not a sad song.
It's like an angry song.
It's angry.
Well, I'm not even sure it's angry. It's confident.
This song, yeah. This song is basically a song version of an invasive swarm. Which makes sense.
Army or invading or something like that. This
is not just an army for me. This is a swarm of monsters coming over that hill, and then all of a sudden the sun goes away because they're covering it up. It's like, oh no,
fight in the shade.
Exactly, and heck, there's even a tiny bit of an unnerving quality to it because it's like, oh no, we're screwed.
Yeah,
kind of thing. Yeah. I love it because of that. It's just so.
Yes, I absolutely love the song.
It hits you hard and doesn't let you forget it.
It is a great song. Kyogre does a lot of good stuff like this.
Yeah, it did a lot of good stuff.
Disappear in a lot of songs.
Didn't really disappear. Kind of moved on to other things.
Yeah,
it's one of those. I think one of those people who wants to kind of
move away from the fandom, and that's their choice.
Yeah, but
some of their songs, unfortunately, I can't find anymore.
Yeah, they had to remove them for legal reasons or something.
Or maybe personal.
I know Kyogre said there was some songs they have this mega list or play song track now of all their old work, and they said some of the songs aren't in there because of copyright concerns or something.
Yeah.
So there's that. Apparently they use samples, which might get them into legal trouble.
Could be.
So, yeah, that's
it's
in there though, so you can still get it and you can still download it.
Yeah,
so
he has a
it's just the problem is you have to get everything else with it, which is not necessarily a problem.
That's not a bad thing. Kyogre does great. If you like this kind of music, this heavy orchestral kind of stuff, Kyogre is a great one to go to.
Woo! That was fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun song.
It is a great song. I think, what was it, PAX or something? PAX or something like that I played it.
I don't remember. I just heard it and went, okay, I need to know what this is.
But I do remember showing it to you. That was great. So yeah, that's all the songs.
Songs.
That was basically what we wanted to go through for this week.
Woo! That was our discussion.
Discussion.
Everything works out just fine.
Yes, it's fun. I love doing this kind of stuff. I love music. Music is really important to me. I really enjoy doing this. Maybe I should find some other way of doing it.
Oh no.
I don't know. I'll have to think about that one.
Well, anyway.
But yes, moving on to other fan content, we're going to skip the normal music fan content because obvious reasons. We just did
10.
It.
We don't need 3 more.
Yes, but we do have some fanfic stuff, so go ahead and talk about that.
No new fics because I didn't want to add too much, although I thought about one that was, the problem was it's a very dark comedy, so I wasn't sure how well that'd go over.
Oh.
It's very dark. But 2 updates. The first thing is Enchanted Library did update with another chapter. Ooh. And let's see, I'm trying to remember. This one was Rarity meeting back up with Twilight and stuff, and there's chaos magic in the library, and
and also revelations.
Feelings are finally revealed.
And temporarily set aside for
the good
important
of
things.
Because, well,
stuff happens in the library, and that kind of takes precedence.
Yep. So big moment for the story there.
Yes, it's a turning point, sort of.
And the other thing is the mayor who once lived on the moon. Final chapter. Yep, it's done. Yeah, I featured it right before it was about to end, and it's the end of this fic. And well, it all goes well. After
In the
some
end.
initial
Yeah.
bumpiness, shall we say.
Some bumpiness.
Let's just say the main villain was a little more resilient than you'd think they'd be.
Yeah. I kind of wish that scene was a little bit stretched out.
Yeah,
A
well,
little bit more detailed, a little more
yeah, I think
there.
that's one thing you could probably throw at that was it kind of felt a little truncated.
One thing, though, I did like what he did is his writing under erasure. He used the writing under erasure tactic to hold the strike through. To say something without saying something.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's a tough thing to do because what writing under erasure is intended to be is actually impossible with language.
Mm-hmm.
So writing under erasure is the closest thing that we have.
Yeah, I like just kind of conveying what's going on brain.
So yeah,
heads.
if you understand writing under erasure and what it's supposed to mean, it makes what's going on there
It makes it
mean
really
something
cool.
more.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
And also, there's also a lot about just afterwards, the everyone's how their lives are going forward and everything.
Finalizing things and all
Just
that
kind
sort
of
of stuff.
the resolution
good.
of everything. Now that the climax has happened, let's all settle down and see what happens.
Yep.
So
wrapped up.
Overall, a fantastic fic from start to finish. Final word count: 150,923 words.
Yep. Highly recommended if you haven't started reading. Go start.
16 chapters total.
Yep, it's done now, so you can read the whole thing in one sitting if you really want to.
Highly recommended.
Good imagery, good wording, good everything, good story. Go read it.
Yep.
So yeah, that's
it.
All right, so yes, that's it. That's the end. We got nothing else to talk about this week. We hope you liked what you heard, and we hope you listened to the rest of our stuff. If you did and you want to listen to the rest of our stuff, you can find all of our episodes, past, future, present, at pony411.libsyn.com. So go there, find everything. And links to other stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
You can also find us on iTunes. Search for Pony411. Go rate us, subscribe to us, all that sort of fun stuff. You can also find us on Stitcher, Stitcher.com, or the mobile apps. So just search for Pony411. You'll find us there. You can also find us on YouTube, youtube.com/Pony411.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yep, go get the YouTube trifecta. Leave us notes and we'll respond or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
We also air on Ponyville FM Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, so tune in then. We're also on the Ponyville Live site. Whenever our YouTube page updates, the Ponyville Live site will update as well, so if that's where you get your information, you'll see us there.
Mm-hmm.
We are also on Google Play. They have a podcast section, and we are there. Just search for us. You'll find us.
Mm-hmm.
If you would like to get a hold of us, you can email us. We are pony411podcast@gmail.com. Send us comments, criticisms, suggestions. If you want us to talk about something, send it us to there and we'll see what we can do. If you just want to say hi, that works too, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to tell us how wrong we are, or how bad the songs were, or how amazing those songs were, or what songs we should have featured, trust me, I had a massive list. I had to pare it down. I wanted to feature more, but I couldn't. But yeah, send us emails there. We're also on Facebook, facebook.com/pony411. Go like our page there. We post news updates on that as well. We are also on Twitter, @pony411. Go follow us, tweet us. That's the best way for quick communications. If you want to say hi, that's actually the best way.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, find us there, see what we're tweeting. You can also follow us on our personal Twitter accounts. I am @Alca7raz with an underscore at the end and a 7 instead of a T, and he is @Nemesis Prime 1.
Politics and Transformers, how fun.
Yeah. That's a thing.
That's a thing, indeed.
That's
where we're going to keep our most of our opinions about such things.
Yeah.
Most
So yes, personal Twitters. If you liked what you heard, we hope you tune in next time. We'll talk about something.
Mm-hmm.
We'll figure out what.
I think I know what.
I'm guessing, but I might know. I don't know, though. Oh, boy. Now
boy.
I know. It wasn't what I was guessing, but now I know.
Uh-huh.
That will be interesting.
It'll be fun.
I will keep a garbage bag for you later. Because we're probably going to need it. So yes, we hope you liked that. We hope you do tune in next time. But remember,
Sail
until
the
then,
swamp. No, wait.
no, please, though, remember, pony responsibly. See ya.
Goodbye.